Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today's game overview will take a look at an upcoming MMORPG that looks pretty solid after some beta testing. Now the game is called the Quinfall. That's coming out January 24th for early access. It's coming out for the PC, and it is developed and published by Vawraek technology. And I hope I did not butcher that too bad. Now I've watched a few hours of gameplay on the Quinfall, and so far I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the game. Now the open world is massive, it looks nice, it's got like 5 different regions that are really unique and have distinct climates. The seasons change throughout the game, and it also has a full day-night cycle. Now graphically, there doesn't seem to be anything spectacular, but it is serviceable, and I personally prefer gameplay above graphics, so I don't really care how the grass moves or how my shadow looks, so that's just personal preference. Now questing seems to be pretty straightforward so far. Kill X amount of mobs, go do this, go do that, as you would expect from an MMO. Now also the game does have PvE and PvP, and the devs say no one will be forced to compete in PvP. So I'm assuming that might work similar to how maybe World of Warcraft works, with different servers allowing for PvP only or PvE only, some combination of that I'm sure. Now the PvP side of the game looks like it could use some balancing, but that's to be expected with beta, which of course is why we do these things in the first place, is to test things and make sure everything works like it should. So one thing that I'm not a fan of is the lack of classes in games like these, and instead using weapons to be your class, so to speak. So there are several games like this that are, I don't think classless system is the way to describe it, but that's what I'm going to use. It's a classless system, if you will, and I just really don't like how that feels. And that's just personal preference. For others that may be perfect. Now, combat itself looks pretty decent from what I've seen. It's fairly engaging, and there doesn't appear to be any lack of mobs or boss fights along the way. Now, there are also countless mounts that you can obtain along the way, as well as pets that you can tame, so there'll never be really any shortage of companionship on the game, as you can tame pretty much anything. Now, the building and professions in the game also look really solid. There also appears to be a barter system where you can sell stuff to other players or trade with them, which can be expanded once you build a base with the use of caravans. Now this game definitely has a lot of potential, but it's also got its fair share of things to do before an actual release. The dev team makes a lot of promises, but the fact that they're offering several beta tests and asking for ideas and improvements is always good to see. So the jury's out on this one, guys. MMOs are a tough genre to nail down and get right, but I think the Quinfall is worth checking out and just kind of seeing where it goes up until launch.